guys? Back in for the real, but this time reading TMNT Mutant Nation issue 8. Everything started falling apart when the Armageddon game ended. With the painting ongoing, I felt like the good guys finally got a big win, but instead of joining a party, everyone seemed burned out from all the fighting. First Casey, let's sound Karai, then Alapex with the Weasels. At least that's where he said Alapex went. For a long seemed like the whole crew was on. That night Watts originally showed up out of nowhere, followed by the psycho New Jersey attorney Artemis Hell. And I was way outgunned and outnumbered, lonely and alone. Once I figured out if I was going to keep up the new fight on my own, I needed a new edge. So I asked Harold and Fugatoy to upgrade my suit. I think I'm ready now. Thing is exactly what I told you not to do. I said knock it off. You're the fool if you accept that poor kid to adjust the add-ons are some trial and error first, but that's exactly my point, woman. Oh, wow. Woman is actually kind of crazy to say. Then the nutrient augmented reality goggles we added are completely intuitive. The girl doesn't need to think, just do, but one with the head machine. Tell her, Honeycut. I must agree with Libby. Expecting any earthling, including our Miss Bridge, that had the mental capacity to immediately intuit the mission X analogy is a bit foolhardy. Thank you, Professor. Now, if you two will excuse me, I'd like to have a word with your poor guinea pig. And stop calling her girl, Harold. Pulling up, I'm good. It's taking me longer to get used to the upgrades than I was expecting. I need to apologize, kid. To me or that grumpy old buzzard. Just these new augmentation guys make me feel like I'm not wearing the suit where you're standing right here. It was Harold and Libby who have been in my exosuit. And for a while, it was the of us who kept it in the lab up running. Then when they left the planet Neutrino, it was just me taking care of everything. It's like watching you on TV or something. A couple of meetings getting arrested for shoplifting, that's what. That's true. We were just trying to get something to eat. Doesn't matter, stealing is stealing. At least we are going to jail. Start you for obstructing lawful arrest. There's the fastest. And those cattle prods a little extreme for some jacket potato chips. Tell it to DA hell. Happened. Wait a sec. That wasn't supposed to be a warning shot. She missed again. See, trying to see what's will get us killed. Damn it, sees nothing. Take her down and grab those mutants. We're screwed. I think her suit's glitching. Glitching, maybe, but I think the suit. Screw it. It's damn good advice. Oh my god, you totally kicked the crap out of those jerks. Yeah, but only because I was stopping them from doing the scene. So potato chips. You two stealing because you're hungry or well, maybe a little both. Yeah, pretty much. You two should hold that thought. I'm back. Question is, how much damage you were able to do to my suit while you were trash-peeing about? Why don't you take your rude butt out of here before I show you what real damage is? Oh. Alright then. It's crazy. Don't call me hairy woman. Well, for one, I'm happy to see that the suit and especially you have both returned to us unscathed. We made some progress with the neutrino upgrades. It was interesting, Professor. Some ups and downs, but well, I for one never had a doubt you would, Angel. I'm gonna thank you, Libby, for being on my side. For a little bit, it was like my mom was here again. Maybe I never had the pleasure of meeting your mom, but if there's one thing I'm certain of, is that she'd be very proud of you. It was nice. Borough President, Rochester Stock Mayor of New York City, and long shot independent candidate. Towards good to see you as well. You Madam Borough President, how many times do I have to tell you to call me Sally before you actually do it? Maybe someday we'll find out, Madam Borough President. Someday that probably's gonna get me killed. I'll be drive better than he lands. It could be signed, but until then, the city's insurance policy won't let you drive yourself to work. And I'm going to treat you with the respect you deserve. He's trying to hit every pothole. That's the only explanation he joined my back out of adjustment. I do understand, though, madam. I love to knit. I would have had thumbs. Kept me centered. I guess we're all doing our best to adjust to new ideas. No, sir, not because there are no pilots in the six worlds. The mayor made sure that. Yes, I remember. An example of your solid leadership, moderate, pragmatic, the safe course for America, right? That message into our hall. I have a ridiculously packed schedule today, so hit me with your updates. A new vision for America based on the policies that worked for New York. Let's look at the newest crime stats through moderate community outreach and pragmatic policing reforms. Being town wants a bastion of crime. Well, I have an update on those latest crime stats. Namely, they're as big as a four-toed ninja turtle. I don't know if that's an insult or that's the same. New York is getting more violent day by day. And don't get me wrong, the citizens of Mutant are tough, resilient, and organized. But they're not. They're also terrifying. These foot patrol units have put a target on the back of every meeting. Okay, Captain Lewis and Donis, you might have good news. Driving Meetown is also better. Moderate and pragmatic police to reroute traffic below. No congestion is at an all-time high. You're the borough engineer, Mary. Can't you just engineer a solution? Can't you just president a solution? Wow, that's the that comeback is crazy. Okay, that one didn't work as well as yours. Past traffic is not as good as I claim. We need to skip dinner and go straight to the beat. So we can't skip the very important fundraising dinner because of traffic. What was that say about your leadership and your policy claims? Besides, we have plenty of time. How about can the traffic get? Where are you from again? Boise. Where's it, Idaho? There's Dolly, you gotta be the pending dinner with Dorniff and campaign off at halls. I'm Dolly Pride. Everyone in the borough know me. Please, everyone in the borough understands me in a way. Middle America, their rules. So I would gladly accept your campaign. Donations and your pack support as I strive to be moderate, pragmatic, this safe course you see. Sorry, it's been a long campaign. And my days are long enough without adding a campaign. If they vote for me, great. If they don't, I accept that. Speaking of, is that Mayor Stockman bus parked up ahead? And if we don't make this debate, our campaign will grind to a sudden halt. This is my last best chance to get my message front of the nation. He's definitely not going to make his debate. I'm not saying I love the guy, but have you heard what the mainstream candidates have said about mutants? Yeah, Portia, or at least a sociopathic, relatively mutant positive. I know we can drive faster than this. Move this bus now, Sir Dean. I told the other 4 million people on this island to get out of the way. Get out of the way, everyone. Get to see you're dealing with. Says, can I buy your bike? Of course, aiming for you side, but if you crash it, I crashed you. Who, me? I drove a hidden 100 motorcycles, only crashed like 20 or 20 or 30 tops. That's a very specific number. Only presidential candidate who can lead this country to prosperity, but I need this debate to prove it. So if you can't get us there, I'll find someone who can. The greatest stunt driver ever meet, and the only person who can save Baxter Stockman. To a driver to come out of nowhere like Douglas, or maybe Sally Price, Stockman. Hey, Stockman, come on out if you want to make the debate. Sally Price, is that you, sir? You're no right, of course, the safe course. Turn champagne and hold on tight to keep you secure. Safe, that's the key word, safe. Yes, I get it. Just don't drive like too much of a maniac. How great was that? I feel so rejuvenated. I am I. What? The movie? There's a movie? Whoa, you look a little shook up though. Stockman, you nearly got us killed. Don't worry, you're in good hands. Yeah, maybe I could have gone a little bit slower, but I don't know, Baxter. Sometimes you gotta just adjust to new ideas. Sometimes you gotta be true to yourself. You crazy, irrational lioness. Enough! I need to get in. I just need to get in and they'll introduce me. They'll say, hey, good luck. Ladies and gentlemen, our final candidate in here, just in time, your hometown mayor, Baxter Stockman. You're right, this so well. I think, probably I hope, I guess. Wow, the adrenaline is really hitting, huh? You're missing. Yeah, you're right. He's definitely going to do great. Mayor Stockman, your opening statement. Mayor Stockman? Think about listening to the debate. I could turn it on. Nah, that's not my scene, Portia. I'll just watch the coverage later. It's time for my campaign to begin. Let me start by saying loudly and clear so everyone can hear that I have most mainstream candidates and snap populace and the eyes of Pooners and the Shackleton events, yet no one can deny that back here, Baxter Stockman, with another full day of fundraising in Silicon Valley tomorrow. Look, Zara has a pillow for you and a nice comfy blanket. And when you wake up, we'll talk about getting back to our old messaging. But we won't. You're fired, Shion, and as for the rest of you, no one sleeps tonight, not when I in massive support with a clear message that this country needs radical, idealistic new leadership and a president who will hurdle our nation head first in a brand new course. The question is, will Saga be able to maintain this momentum? He's certainly got work to do. There's no way I'm getting to sleep before I'm done plotting our next move. Our next 10 moves. So let's get started. This was an interesting video. Like, comment, and don't forget to subscribe. Bye bye.